Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Beautiful Yaz. So today's video I will be showing you how to customize, how to make your own frontal wig. Now this is the end result of the wig that I will be showing you how to make. And I used 2 bundles and a frontal. I used a 20-inch and a 22-inch bundles and a 16-inch frontal. 16-inch 13x4 frontal. So this is what it's looking like. That's how long it is. But so yeah, the hair is my hair, of course, from my website. So if you're interested in purchasing my hair, you can do so at beautifulyaz.com. I'll have everything in the description box below. And yeah, so let's just get started on how to customize your own wig, how to make your own wig, and yeah, let's get started. So I'm just gonna start off by getting my dome cap that I got from my local beauty supply. And here I'm just like showing you what it looks like. It looks kind of small, but it's stretchy, so that's a good thing. I just want it to fit nice and like snug on my head. So then I'm gonna grab my T-pins. This is what they look like. And then I'm gonna grab my frontal, and right here I'm just showing you where I will be putting the T-pin at once I put it onto the wig cap. You want to make sure that you like slide the frontal down far enough so that you'll have enough space on the cap to sew the bundles in. So just like about a few inches. How many inches is that? That's probably about 4 inches maybe. And I'm just going to put that there and then put my T-pins in, one on each side, and then I'll put one in the very middle at the back of the frontal. And then I'm just going to braid the frontal, the hairs on the frontal down, just so it'll be like out of my way. Then I'm just going to begin sewing exactly where I was showing you guys where I was pointing at before I put the T-pins onto the frontal. At like the very end of the frontal where the thicker layer of the frontal is. And I'm just going to begin sewing there and just continue doing that all the way across. You want to make sure you stitch this down really good so that there won't be any lifting or any type of bulkiness to the frontal. And once I go all the way to the other side, I do still have some more thread left on that needle, so I continue to go back the other way, sewing back the other way in an opposite direction to just secure the frontal down onto the cap. So that's basically the finished look of the frontal being sewn down onto the cap, and then I will begin sewing on my bundles. And this hair is from my website. It's the Virgin Brazilian Natural Straight, and you can purchase it at Beautiful Yaz. The link will be below in the description box, and also the all the details of like everything that I'm using in this video will be in the description box below, so make sure you guys click on that. So when I sew the bundles in on a wig cap, I always use T-pins to hold the track up in place, because it just makes the job a lot easier. The track won't be sliding down while you're trying to sew it in. So like I use a T-pin to hold the tracks up. And I did start off with doubling the first bundle of hair, just to get the type of thickness that I wanted. And I definitely did use the flip over method. I always use the flip over method, and here I'm just kind of showing you how that's kind of done. You just flip the track over and then just continue sewing basically, and making sure that it's flat as possible, and that way you won't have to cut the tracks. So I'm just going to continue sewing and sewing and sewing. So I was just thinking, like, as I was editing this video, I was wondering, like, I hope the speed of my videos are fine. I hope it's not too sped up or not sped up enough. But if you guys have a problem, or if you guys have any suggestions, just leave a comment below if you think I'm speeding the videos up too much, or if I should slow them down, or if they're not sped up enough, or whatever it is. Just let me know, you guys. So here I'm just kind of showing you the pattern of how I will sew it in. I'm just going to continue to do like a U shape of the tracks, and then once I get closer to the the back of the frontal, I will begin sewing the tracks in side to side, left to right, so that they'll be like straight rather than like a U shape. So as I got to the top, or once I started sewing in the second bundle, I stopped doubling the bundles. I started to just make them like single. That way it'll be like as flat as possible. And when you're sewing close to the frontal, you want to make sure that you get like as close as possible to the frontal, so that there won't be any gaps right there or any lace showing at all whatsoever. So there we go, I'm done with that. And here is like how it turned out. I'm just combing it out to straighten it a little bit, and then I will be using my flat irons to straighten it furthermore. But before I do that, I will cut the excess of the wig cap off where the frontal is, just before my stitching. You want to make sure you guys be careful when doing this part, because you do not want to mess up your hard work. You do not want to accidentally cut the threading that you did to sew the frontal down. So after that's cut off, we can this is what it's looking like so far. I absolutely love it. I'm still wearing it right now. If you guys want to see me like wearing this wig, you can go to my Instagram at beautiful_Yaz. Here I am dancing, acting silly. But so now it's time to customize. So I always have found it easier to like pluck the hairs on a frontal when the hairs are wet. So that's what I'm doing here. I just wet it and just like comb it back a little bit, and then just part and tweeze, or part and pluck, and just like keep doing that throughout the
entire front of the hairline. Part and pluck, repeat. And when you're plucking, you just want to kind of like skip hairs, like do every other hair, or go like in a zigzag design, or or however you want to do it, because like our hairlines are so I don't even know the word for it, but everyone's hairline is different, and you just want to pluck the hairs to give like the most natural looking type of effect, so that it mimics your own natural hairline. So here I'm going to take my 1-inch non-roll elastic that I got from Walmart, and I'm just going to kind of like measure it on my head. Sorry if this is kind of hard for you to see, but I like measured it from ear to ear, and then just like pulled it to stretch it to make sure that it would be like a tight fitting from each ear. And then those white marks that you see on the frontal, those are the lines that I made with like a little white eyeliner thing. And that's basically where the top of my ear would be once I put the wig cap on. So at this point, you want to sew your elastic band on the frontal. And here I'm kind of just like measuring it, or kind of like really just like doing this to show you guys how I will sew it down right by above the line. So you just want to begin sewing the elastic band onto the frontal, and you want to make sure that you're sewing it down correctly. As you can see, like I just like flipped it over from how I had it before, and then you just turn it and flip it the other way and sew it down on the other side. And this was kind of difficult for me to try to do on the wig cap, so I did end up taking it off and sewing it off of the wig cap. I mean off of the off of the canvas, the canvas head. So at this point, I'm just gonna start straightening out the hair. Yep, I absolutely love this hair. It's so easy and manageable, and like it doesn't even take much heat to get straightened, and it also holds a curl very well. Like I said, if you guys want to see like me wearing this where it curled also, you can visit my Instagram at beautiful_Yaz. So here I just ran a hot comb through the frontal, and then I used my Kera wax stick, and just to help like smooth out everything and make sure there's like no flyaways or frizziness at all. And this is pretty much the finished look. I absolutely love it. Make sure you guys go to my Instagram and follow me on Insta, so y'all can keep up with me, see what styles I'm rocking and all that good stuff.
Alright you guys, so that concludes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and was able to learn something from it. And if you do use this video as your like tutorial for making your wig, let me know how it turned out. Send me a pic. Shout me out in your video if you do a video on the same type of techniques that I used. And yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.